Hi, my name is Monica Cruz. I'm a career advisor at the UCR Career Center. This is the video recording for your first year career plan, your step-by-step guide. This is our agenda for the presentation. So we're going to go over how you can learn more about yourself, how to explore majors, create a resume, and get involved at UC Riverside. This is the career decision-making model that we use here at the Career Center. As you can see, it is made up of knowing yourself, exploring options, gaining experience, and taking action. While this cycle can take a variety of different forms and can go in reverse or maybe skip over some steps, I think that all of us at the Career Center kind of agree that knowing yourself is probably the best starting point. This way you can start to identify your values, interests, personality type, skills, and strengths, and those things can kind of inform you as you explore majors at UCR, career options, as well as maybe student organizations that you might be interested in joining. At the end of this workshop, we hope that you will be able to describe how the Career Center can help you explore major options, identify ways to get involved on campus, and start working on your resume. And below we have what we call our NACE career readiness competencies, and this presentation specifically addresses those of critical thinking and problem solving because you'll be able to analyze your VIPs, or what we call what the term we use for values, interests, personality, and skills, and make early stage career decisions, as well as oral written communication and career management. So exploring your career options now. Here we have all of our NACE career readiness competencies. Our hope is that by embedding all of these into our workshops as well as our other programming, so our drop-in services and career counseling appointments, that we are helping to broadly prepare you as college graduates for a successful transition into the workplace. So while this presentation specifically covers a few NACE career competencies, you can also start to gather more of them by engaging in our other programming and taking action on some of our recommendations. So as I mentioned, knowing yourself is a very important and valuable first step in, maybe it's picking your major or exploring career options. So knowing yourself can consist of knowing your VIPs. So this stands for values, interests, personality, and skills. And these things can inform maybe your major choice and maybe career options, in that you're focusing on the things that you're good at. So maybe you are strong in math and science, so maybe you should consider majors within CNAS or occupations that heavily rely on math and science skills. Or maybe you are, some of your values are helping other people, so maybe you should go into a major where you can understand people better, like psychology. Or maybe you can think about careers where you would be working directly with people to provide them with services to help them on a day-to-day basis. So these are just a few ways where you can utilize what you know about your VIPs to inform major and career decisions. This can also apply again to getting involved on campus. So depending on your interest, maybe you identify a student organization on campus that maybe you don't get a lot of for example, you don't get a lot of exposure to in your major, you can start to explore these things by getting involved in student organizations on campus. If you're not sure where to start, meet with your career specialist. You can also consider taking a career assessment. The Focus 2 is a great one for first and second year students, and you do not need to meet with a career specialist before taking it. It is available to you through your Handshake profile. If you click on the Career Center tab on your Handshake profile and click on Resources, there you'll be able to find the Focus 2. You can also speak with friends, family, mentors, and colleagues about your ideas. They might be able to give you some input as well and feedback on, maybe how they perceive your personality and what environments might be conducive to you finding enjoyment. During your first year, especially if you haven't declared a major yet, taking advantage of our Career Center resources to do so, such as attending the Making a Major Decision workshop or watching the according video recording for that presentation. Also taking the Focus 2 career assessment that I referenced in the previous slide, which is again available in your Handshake account. Other ways that you can explore potential majors are by looking at the catalog. I think it's a good way to assess for the types of classes that you'll be taking and if they sound interesting to you. I think that is a good resource to take a look at. And meeting with your academic advisor to help you make sure you're on the right timeline to complete your major of interest. And again, with exploration, coming to your friends and family, maybe professors, mentors, all of these people are here to support you as well as us at the Career Center. So if you just need to talk about your interests and kind of tease these things out with somebody, feel free to reach out to your support system or us at the Career Center, and we'd be happy to discuss these things further with you. Also, when you're exploring majors, remember that your major doesn't necessarily dictate your career. According to LinkedIn profiles, UCR alumni work in a variety of different industries and job functions. And if there is a major that you're interested in, or if you're interested in learning more about options within your major, I would encourage you to go on LinkedIn, go to the UCR page on LinkedIn, go to Find Alumni, and start searching for alumni who graduated with your major as well. And you can see all of the different things that UCR alum have done with computer science, for example. And I definitely want to say that they are not all just doing, software engineering. There's so many different things that they're involved with. So I strongly encourage you to take a look at what UCR alum have done with their education at UCR. Another tip that we encourage you to do while in your first year is to get started on a resume. A great way to start is by attending the resume writing workshop through that we offer at the Career Center. You can also watch the video recording for that as well if you're unable to make it to any of our workshops. Review the samples that we have on our website, careers.ucr.edu. We have samples for select majors on campus, but there are resume samples that are associated with each college. So even if it isn't for the specific major, I think you'll be able to find something that will be helpful to you. Once you've done these things, get it reviewed by your career specialist to help you take it to that next level, as well as start continuing to add to it as you gain experience. So if you complete major assignments or course projects in your courses, or you get involved in a student organization, start adding these things to your resume so it becomes less of a daunting task when you get to maybe like your end of sophomore year, junior year, and you're looking for internships. You don't have to try to put all of this information in at once. It can get very overwhelming. So with the resume, I definitely encourage you to make it a regular task that you're always adding to. It's always a work in progress, so don't think that you do it once and you're done. Try to work on it occasionally, just so that it doesn't become this huge task when you need it. And put it to use by uploading it to Handshake. You can use it to start applying for jobs maybe on campus, or for work-study jobs on or off campus. So consider uploading it once you're happy with it, once you've gotten it reviewed by a career specialist. You might even find that employers will start reaching out to you, especially if you filled out that Handshake profile, which I also recommend that you do once you've completed your resume. So this is the page where we have a variety of our resume resources. So we have a resume guide that you can print out and write in. It also kind of provides you with useful tips to help you as you fill out each section. We also have an action verb guide for writing your bullet points, which is pretty helpful, I think. It's a resource I definitely recommend to all of our students. And then we have our sample resumes for a select few of our majors here on campus. And this is one of our sample resumes that we have on our website that you can take a look at. All of our resumes kind of have a similar format that is pretty simple and clean, and it's what employers have told us that they expect and like to see. So all of the samples can kind of inform you when it comes to formatting, as well as the type of content that you can consider reviewing or consider inputting into your resume. For first years, I definitely recommend taking a look at the first year and limited experience resume samples. I think those are really helpful when you're a first year student. Lastly, we recommend getting involved on campus. So you might have heard a lot of people say that college is like the best 4 years of their life, but it takes effort for you to be able to make it those best 4 years of your life. And doing so by joining student organizations, engaging in community service, or utilizing resources on campus are a great way to make the most of your experience here at UCR. So for looking at student organizations, I recommend looking at highlanderlink.ucr.edu. There are over 500 organizations by academic, professional, and personal interests, so you can find something that aligns with your academic interests, maybe career goals, as well as things that you do in your free time like hobbies, and find like-minded individuals to connect with on campus as well. You can also seek out community service opportunities, as well as upcoming events, and logging your hours through communityservice.ucr.edu. Community service is another great way to get experience too that you can add on your resume. It can be a valuable skill building opportunity that you can take to future opportunities, whether it's an internship or a full-time job. We also want to recommend engaging with our programming at the Career Center by attending our workshops and information sessions with employers, or joining one of our career development programs, such as Aspire for differently abled students, the Butterfly Project for our undocumented student population, Get Hired for international students, Operation Vets for our student veterans, and Orbits for first generation, second, and third year transfer students. If you have any questions on the points that we made during this presentation, or if you have questions on other things that you can do during your first year at UC Riverside, please contact us. You can refer to the information on the next slide or email us at careercounseling@ucr.edu.